Hello, everyone. This is Ryan with the second week of July programming. So first, our announcement slide. Uh, so we are going to make a push for some more level method testing in August. So it's not going to be like an intensive 2 or 3 weeks of just testing, but it will be more testing than we're doing just on Saturdays now. So we'll probably have once or twice a week, like a Monday and maybe a Monday and a Wednesday and Saturday to test on these level method map progressions. So, encouraging everybody to go ahead and get their Level Method account set up. Go to levelmethod.com, use the gym code 3XF. I'll get notified, and then I'll approve your account, and you'll be set up and ready to record that testing stuff. So you can keep coming on Saturdays, or if you want to start participating in the stuff we'll be doing in August, you'll be able to log that stuff if you want to. Otherwise, just show up and keep working out, and you'll still get a great workout. Also, the levelmethod.com app is on its way to being distributed as well. So we've still got the kind of web-based version, but we're going to have an actual app for this as well. Commitment Club, we'll announce our winners soon for that if it hasn't already been announced by the time you watch this video. And we still got it going on in July. We had almost 100 people, 97 people that came 10 times or more in June. Let's see if we can increase that for July. We're also talking about more goodies and more fun events associated with that Commitment Club as well. So let's get into the workouts this week. Monday, our CrossFit workout, starting with Olympic lifting snatch. So if you haven't seen this before, you'll be introduced probably to the hang power snatch. If you've seen this before, you may have a chance to try some actual power snatches, pulls from the ground as well. So we've got a short workout after this, which means we really get to spend some time working on this. And if you're new to this, you'll have plenty of time to learn it and find your scaling options for this weightlifting portion of the day, the strength portion of the day. But then we'll be done with that, and then we're going to use that barbell and do thrusters. Most of us are familiar with the thrusters. It's very similar to a wall ball. This is going to mimic our group 1 testing, the first 3 rows on our level method map, where we test lactic tolerance. So it's not the same test there. You're not going to be able to record a result to get on the map, but it helps train you to get a better result once you get to that. So high intensity the whole time, non-stop. Hopefully less than 6 minutes is the option that you choose. Allows you to get done in less than 6 minutes. And then after something like that, we want to do cool down. We got some cool down rows and stretching after a highly intense workout like that. Skills acceleration will focus on that power snatch and pulling from the ground. So first day of CVC will be a vitality workout. Very well balanced day. These vitalities, I'm starting to say now, as I take more of them more often now, there's no escaping a vitality. There's a lot of work to do here. You've got to really start to pace yourself. A well-balanced day. You've got cardio with the jump rope, upper body and core with the side planks, and even with the cash out as well. And then lower body squatting and lower body hinging for the rest of this. So make sure you're pacing yourself to make it through this workout and feel like you're getting stronger by the time you're done with it. Tuesday, partner workout. Interesting partner workout in that the pull-up portion of the rep scheme will continue to increase. So you're going to see how that decreases your time per round. But with having a partner, you guys can alternate those reps or figure out the best strategy to keep moving through this workout. And then we have a highly encouraged, almost mandatory finisher as well to work on upper body strength and mobility as well, and work on shoulder health. So we're doing so much work during class that day, and maybe even running over class where we have the opportunity to with our skills acceleration times, that we're not even going to have an extra credit day that day. So plenty of work to do in class and even outside of class if you have the time. The workout for CVC is commitment, and I like to compare this to what you're going to feel on Monday. So if you come both days, both are well-balanced days, but where we kind of had to pace ourselves on Monday, our Tuesday workout, even though it's well balanced between the upper body and lower body and core, should feel much different, much more intense. We're talking about speed, we're talking about heavy lifting here, powerful explosions with those cleans, and then creating something that takes a higher level skill to complete with the ring crunches. So I just like to compare those two because they're both very well balanced days, but you should feel completely different while doing those. But I don't know which one's going to be worse. We'll let you guys figure that out. Wednesday, straightforward day with our front squats. Basic lifting here. We can all squat. We can pretty much all do a front squat or some variation of it. For those comfortable with it, a chance to lift heavy with those 4x5s. After that, you'll put the barbell away and you'll do some more squats, but they'll be unweighted squats called air squats, and so you'll start to pick up not just weight, but the volume and work capacity in that progression. You also get your heart rate up with the dumbbell snatches, but you'll slow it down a little bit with the push-ups. It's going to work more on muscle stamina and muscle endurance there, and lots of different options there to get you the right push-ups. And those are going to have to be broken up each round to make it through this workout. And then the extra credit that day is just kind of some cardio cool down, a minute of rowing, a minute of jogging, 2 minutes of rowing, 2 minutes of jogging, just to get that work in and make sure we're getting some time in that cardio element that day. Wednesday in our Hump Day HIIT class is going to be very interesting. We are introducing the barbells to Stanton with this Hump Day HIIT class. If you're comfortable with it, we'll have kettlebell options for you with the deadlift, but we'll also have barbell options for you with the deadlift as well. Lots of times this is a fan favorite with the EMOM, so that's every minute on the minute. So basically, clock is going to beep. You're going to do 10 deadlifts or maybe 7 ring push-ups wherever you're at. You're going to stay at that movement, rest for the remainder of the minute, however long it takes you to complete the reps, and then rest time, the next minute beats, you do the same movement, same number of reps. If you're at the deadlift, maybe you're adding on weight between those minutes as well. So a chance to get comfortable with the barbell, try it out if you want over there. And then if you didn't want to do push-ups in CrossFit, you're out of luck because you're going to do push-ups in the Hump Day HIIT class as well. On Thursday, we have a not just a named workout, but a hero workout. For those of you that aren't familiar with that, CrossFit has these named workouts or workouts that show up kind of every so often that you can kind of gauge how you're improving with. And then they have these things called hero workouts where they're named after somebody who's died in the line of service to the country, and they're very taxing and very hard to do. So if you're looking at this, there's a lot of different things going on with this workout. It's a 20-minute AMRAP. We know it's going to be tough. So you may have the desire to want to kind of mix and match here the levels, go up in weight, but stay down in the pull-ups and things like that. I'm going to kind of challenge you to not think too hard about that. The amount of time that you're working, the 20 minutes of work, the amount of reps that you're going to get in is going to take care of itself. So you don't have to stop and really think, well, should I go up in weight because I feel like I could go heavier? You're going to do so much work this day, it's not really going to matter. So don't overthink it. Find the option that's going to allow you to keep moving the entire 20 minutes and not just feel completely destroyed after a couple minutes of work. And everything kind of keeps moving, and there's no really chance to actually break up reps here. It kind of, everything stays unbroken the whole time too, so take that into account. And we have some fun afterwards with a partner finisher as well, accumulating between you and your partner some weighted plank time and some wall sit time. So if you divide it up evenly, nobody resting at the same time, somebody's going to do probably 2.5 minutes of planking, the other person's going to do 2.5 minutes of, and that person's going to do 2.5 minutes of wall sitting as well, and then switching at some point back and forth to accumulate that time. Extra credit is just going to be rolling out and mobilizing with all the work that we're doing that day. Vital Confidence. So it is Confidence Month in CVC. So our mixed interval this month is going to be the Vital Confidence. So this is something where we ramp up in intensity, but we don't ramp up so hard that we can't maintain pace the entire time that we have to work. In this case, the shortest amount of time to work is a minute, so you do have to pace yourself in order to make it through that minute. But as you go through these movements, you should be able to go up in weight or in difficulty with them. And I like the progression from the man makers to the renegade burpees to the renegade rows. Love that progression. Can't wait to see how that plays out. And then on Friday, we are doing, so this is kind of going to be a classic lifting and CrossFit day. Press to begin with, a chance to go heavy here. And then Karen, another named workout. This one's not a hero workout, it's a named workout, and those usually are a little bit shorter. But we've done this several times, so many of you may have recorded times for this. This is where the level method really shows its value. If you've done Karen before, and maybe you've done it at a certain weight, or maybe you've done it RX, but it took you like 10, 12, 15 minutes to get it done, that's really not the intention of Karen. So we're going to kind of ask you to find an option, usually going down in weight with that wall ball, that will allow you to complete this in under 8 minutes. So then you can start thinking about how many wall balls do I need to get done every minute in order to stay on track with this, and start to limit your rest and make sure you strategize appropriately. And the coaches are going to show you some different ways to strategize this so that you're not resting too much in that 8 minutes of work. And then, since it's a short workout, we've got plenty of extra credit for you as well, with some curls and tricep extension, getting those beach muscles, those arm muscles pumping. Friday's CDC class looks like a doozy here. 45 seconds of work at these movements is all going to be challenging, especially to keep those intensities high. Forward back pedal, Russian plate, twist, keeping that moving, the wall balls moving the entire time, and the sumo deadlift high pull moving. So this is going to be challenging. You're going to have to force yourself to work the entire 45 seconds so you can take advantage of the rest of the 45 seconds. For lifting on Saturday, the 8 a.m. class, so this week we've done front squats, we've done snatch, we've done deadlift maybe multiple times this week. So we're going to go into our squat cleans, is what we have left to work on. And this is going to be working on the squat clean portion of it. Everybody gets a chance to work on this. And I love this sequence, starting with high hang squat cleans, working into more hang squat cleans, working into pulling from the floor into a full squat clean. This may be a chance for people to PR that day. I should see some good numbers when people start to feel very comfortable with pulling into the bar into that full squat on that squat clean. Then, for our level method testing at 9 a.m., we will be doing back to our aerobic power intervals test, something most of our population does very well on. If you haven't had a chance to do this, go ahead and jump in there. It's scalable for everybody to get a score on this and start to record some stuff from the level method. And then confidence to end the week of this week for our confidence month. This is that confidence interval where it says 8s are the burn factor, but it's kind of 8.5. You can kind of push yourself a little harder on this because it's the least amount of time that you'll be working in confidence interval. And then we've got a cash out with some ring rows. This is a chance to try your toughest version of ring rows that you can do and work on that upper body pulling. All right, see you guys this week or next week.